Welcome to Radiant Aging, where growing older means growing stronger, healthier, and happier every day. Have you ever finished a meal and felt like your stomach just didn't get the memo that dinner was over? That uncomfortable bloated feeling, the gurgling, maybe even gas or heartburn. It's not only annoying, but over time, it can make you feel sluggish and less like yourself. And the truth is, after 60, digestion just isn't what it used to be. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to stay that way. You see, our bodies go through some changes as we get older. Digestion slows down a bit. Our metabolism isn't as fast. And even things like chewing, swallowing, and how well our stomach produces acid can shift. That can lead to more bloating, constipation, and discomfort. But you don't have to just live with it. With a few small changes, you can feel lighter, more energized, and much more comfortable after meals. In this video, we're going to talk about some simple, real-life things you can do to support your digestion and reduce that bloated, heavy feeling. You don't need a complicated diet plan or expensive supplements. Just easy, natural steps that work with your body, not against it. Let's start with one of the most overlooked habits: how you eat, not just what you eat. A lot of us, especially when we're busy or on our own, tend to eat too quickly. Maybe we're standing at the counter or watching TV, barely paying attention to the meal. But rushing through a meal can confuse your digestive system. When you eat fast, you're more likely to swallow air, which adds to bloating. And your stomach doesn't have time to signal your brain that it's full, so you may eat more than your body really needs. Try this instead. Slow down. Take smaller bites, chew more thoroughly, and really taste your food. Not only will this help digestion, but you'll likely enjoy your meals more too. Eating should be a pleasure, not a race. Maybe light a candle, put on some relaxing music, or sit by a window and just be present with your plate. That simple shift can make a big difference. Now, let's talk about water. You might think, I drink plenty of it. But are you drinking at the right time? Drinking water with meals is great, but try sipping rather than chugging. Too much water too fast during meals can dilute your stomach acid, which is needed to properly break down food. Instead, aim to stay hydrated throughout the day. Start your morning with a glass of water before coffee or tea. Keep a bottle nearby and take gentle sips regularly when your body's well hydrated. Your digestion works more smoothly and waste moves through your system easier. Another powerful yet simple tool: walking. Yes, just taking a short walk after you eat can do wonders. You don't have to go far or fast. Just a 10 to 15 minute stroll around your block or even up and down the hallway. Gentle movement after meals helps your body kickstart digestion and reduces that heavy, bloated feeling that can sneak up after dinner. Plus, it's a great excuse to get a little fresh air, wave to a neighbor, or enjoy the sunset. Of course, we also have to talk about fiber. It's one of those words we hear all the time, but it's more than just something in cereal commercials. After 60, many people don't get enough fiber, and that can lead to constipation, gas, and yes, bloating. But the trick with fiber is to go slow. If you're not used to it, adding too much too quickly can actually make you feel worse at first. So start with a small handful of berries, a slice of whole grain toast, or a spoonful of chia seeds in your yogurt. Give your body time to adjust, and always pair fiber with water so it can do its job properly. And speaking of adjustments, how's your gut feeling lately? Sometimes bloating and digestive issues aren't just about what we eat, but how balanced our gut bacteria are. As we age, the diversity of these bacteria can decrease, especially if we've taken antibiotics or had changes in diet. Supporting your gut health can be as easy as adding some fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, or sauerkraut. Even a few spoonfuls a day can gently support your digestive system. Think of it as feeding the good guys in your belly. Now that we've covered how you eat, water habits, gentle movement, and fiber, we're beginning to build a foundation that supports your digestion in a natural, sustainable way. These aren't drastic changes. They're gentle shifts that respect where your body is today, while helping you feel more comfortable tomorrow. You might be surprised how much your daily routine, especially the times you eat, affects your digestion. As we get older, our bodies love consistency. They thrive on rhythm. When we eat at irregular times or skip meals, it throws our digestive system out of balance. Think of it like a train schedule. When trains run late or off time, the whole system slows down. But when you eat around the same times each day, your body starts to prepare for digestion, which helps everything move more smoothly. Try this. If breakfast has become a quick cup of coffee or something you grab on the go, take a few minutes to sit down and enjoy a proper meal. Something light but nourishing, a boiled egg, some oatmeal, or even a slice of avocado toast. When your body knows that food is coming at regular intervals, it gets better at breaking it down and using it efficiently. Now let's talk about stress. Yes, it affects your digestion more than you might think. That tight feeling in your stomach when you're worried or tense. That's your body literally slowing digestion to focus on what it thinks is a danger, whether an actual emergency or just an overdue bill or a phone call you've been dreading. When you're in that stress state, even healthy food can feel like it's sitting in your gut like a brick. That's why finding small ways to relax throughout your day is one of the kindest things you can do for your digestion. Maybe it's deep breathing for 5 minutes after lunch, sitting outside with a cup of tea, or doing some gentle stretches before bed. You don't need to start meditating for an hour each day. Just notice how your body feels and give it time to unwind. Another helpful trick is to listen to your body's fullness signals. Over the years, many of us were taught to clean our plates, no matter what. But your body is smarter than that. It'll tell you when it's had enough. If you're paying attention, that slightly satisfied feeling before you're stuffed, that's your cue. Eating until you're 80% full can reduce bloating and give your body less to process all at once. It takes a bit of practice, especially if you're used to finishing everything in front of you. But over time, it becomes second nature. And here's something else to consider: your posture. It might sound simple, but how you sit during and after meals has a big impact. Slouching or lying down right after eating can compress your stomach and slow digestion. Try to sit upright while you eat and stay that way for at least 20 to 30 minutes afterward. If you feel sleepy after meals, which is totally normal, rest in a chair with a straight back instead of lying down. It gives your body a better shot at processing your food comfortably. We also need to take a look at certain foods that might be causing issues without you realizing it. As we age, our ability to digest some foods, especially those that are greasy, spicy, or heavily processed, can decline. You don't have to cut out everything you love, but pay attention to how you feel after certain meals. If fried foods, onions, beans, or even dairy are leaving you feeling bloated or gassy, try having smaller portions, combining them with gentler foods, or switching to lighter alternatives. For example, if milk doesn't sit well anymore, try lactose-free versions or plant-based milks like almond or oat. If beans are causing discomfort, rinse them well and cook them thoroughly. Or try lentils, which are usually easy to digest. Little adjustments like these can help you enjoy the foods you love without the uncomfortable aftermath. Don't forget, too, that medications and supplements can affect digestion. Many common prescriptions can slow things down or cause bloating, especially if you take them on an empty stomach or with little water. Always check with your doctor or pharmacist if you're noticing changes in your digestion after starting a new medication. And when it comes to supplements, more isn't always better. Sometimes taking too much calcium or iron, for instance, can lead to constipation or discomfort. A balanced approach works best. By now, you're probably starting to notice a pattern. Small, mindful changes can go a long way in helping your digestion feel smooth and comfortable again. It's not about following a strict diet or avoiding all your favorite foods. It's about tuning into your body's signals, making gentle adjustments, and being kind to yourself along the way. Something else that often gets overlooked is movement. And no, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. Just gentle, consistent movement each day. After 60, our bodies naturally slow down a little, and so does digestion. But the more we move, even in small ways, the more we help our digestive system do its job. Think of walking after meals, not far, not fast, just a short stroll around the block or even inside your home. That simple act helps stimulate your digestive organs, reduce bloating, and encourage regularity. It's one of those habits that feels small but has a big payoff, not just for digestion, but also for your joints, mood, and energy. Even gentle stretches can make a difference. Try reaching your arms up, twisting slowly side to side, or doing some light yoga if you're comfortable. These movements massage your internal organs in a way, supporting the natural flow of things. And the best part? You don't need a gym, fancy clothes, or routine. Just your body, your breath, and a few minutes of intention. Now let's talk hydration. You probably heard it a million times. Drink more water. But it's easy to forget, especially when we're not as thirsty as we used to be. As we age, the sense of thirst often weakens, but our need for water doesn't. Without enough hydration, everything in your digestive system slows down. Think of water like oil in a machine. It keeps all the gears running smoothly. Try starting your day with a glass of warm water, maybe with a slice of lemon, if your stomach can tolerate it. Then, sip throughout the day. It doesn't have to be huge glasses at once, just consistent hydration. If you're not a fan of plain water, herbal teas like peppermint or ginger can be soothing for digestion and just as hydrating. Now, here's something a little more personal. Pay attention to how your emotions affect your gut. There's a reason people call it the second brain. When you're anxious, sad, lonely, or overwhelmed, your digestive system often reacts. Maybe your stomach tightens. Maybe you feel a bit nauseous. Or maybe things just don't move like they should. It's not just in your head. It's your body trying to process those feelings. That's why self-care is such a powerful part of digestive health. Take time to laugh, to connect with people who lift you up, and to do things that bring you peace. Whether it's gardening, painting, reading, or calling a good friend, that emotional nourishment is just as important as the food on your plate. And speaking of emotional nourishment, don't underestimate the power of sitting down to eat with someone, whether it's a friend, a neighbor, or even sharing a video call meal with family. Eating with others can improve your digestion. It encourages you to eat slower, chew more thoroughly, and enjoy your food with all your senses. When you eat in a relaxed social setting, your body shifts into rest and digest mode, which is exactly where you want it to be. There's also a little trick that's often forgotten. Chewing. Yep, just a simple act of chewing your food thoroughly can make a world of difference. As we get older and our digestion slows, chewing helps break down food before it ever hits your stomach. It's like giving your digestive system a head start. Try to chew each bite slowly. Maybe even put your fork down between bites and see how your body responds. You might find that you feel fuller sooner and less bloated later. Another helpful thing to consider is probiotics. Now, don't worry. This doesn't mean you need to go out and buy a bunch of expensive pills. Probiotics are simply the good bacteria that help balance your gut. You can find them naturally in foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi. Adding a small portion of these to your meals can gently support your gut health without much effort. Of course, if you're unsure about any food or supplement, always check with your doctor first. Everyone's body is different, especially as we age. What works well for one person might not for another, and that's okay. The most important thing is paying attention, noticing what feels good, and making choices that support your well-being. You probably realize by now, improving digestion isn't about drastic diets or cutting out everything you enjoy. It's about small, steady habits that respect where you are in life and how your body works today. And the truth is, when you feel good on the inside, it radiates on the outside too. You'll have more energy, sleep better, and enjoy your days with more comfort and ease. Now, one last thing that ties it all together, and it might surprise you, is routine. Our digestive system absolutely loves routine. Waking up, eating, moving, and even resting at roughly the same times each day helps set a rhythm that your body can rely on. When your stomach knows what to expect, it works more efficiently. It's like giving it a gentle nudge that says, "Hey, it's time to do your thing now." So if you usually eat breakfast at 8 a.m., try sticking close to that. If your body tends to move better in the morning, make a little time for stretching or a walk right after. Even bedtime matters. The more consistent you are, the more your body responds with balance, ease, and better digestion. And while we're talking about balance, it's important to remember that nobody's perfect. There will be days when you eat too quickly, skip a walk, or indulge in something your stomach isn't too thrilled about. That's okay. One off day won't undo all your good work. What matters most is what you do consistently, not occasionally. So if you're just starting to make these changes, start small. Add one new habit each week. Maybe this week, you focus on chewing your food a little more. Next week, you might go for a walk after lunch. Then maybe you start sipping herbal tea in the evening instead of reaching for something heavier. These little things add up over time, more than you might think. And here's something I really want you to hear. You deserve to feel good. You deserve a body that supports you, not one that holds you back. Aging isn't about giving things up. It's about learning how to tune in, listen, and take better care of yourself with the wisdom you've gathered along the way. Improving digestion isn't just about food. It's about honoring your body, respecting its needs, and giving it the care it earned. It's about slowing down, paying attention, and showing up for yourself in new ways. You've come so far already. These years are for enjoying life, not feeling uncomfortable in your own skin. So as we wrap this up, just take a breath and ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do today to feel a little better? Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's sitting down for meals without distractions. Or maybe it's just noticing how certain foods make you feel. Whatever it is, let that be your next step. No pressure, just progress. And if you found this helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these habits? Are there foods or routines that help your digestion? Let's start a conversation in the comments. I know so many people will benefit from your experiences too. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on living well after 60, go ahead and give this video a like. And don't forget to subscribe for more warm, helpful advice coming your way every week. We're building a community here, one where age is celebrated, wisdom is shared, and no one feels like they're doing it alone. Take care of yourself, be kind to your body, and remember, you're never too old to feel better than ever. Here's to comfort, confidence, and living your best life at any age.